Good Monday. This is Jay Brew, co-chairman of Seafreedom Brew. Well, this past weekend I read an article in the New York Times that really had me kind of as a question mark, which is an article about prize-linked savings accounts, which involve essentially credit unions offering a lottery to savers. The people open these accounts, and every time they make a deposit in the account, they're entered into a lottery where there are certain cash prizes. And you can see, I won $50. You can see that these people have been one of the monthly prize winners that these credit unions give this certain amount of money based upon a drawing. And when I think about that, it really made me pause to think, to sit there and say that there's, according to the article, many people that are backing this as a way to get low-income people to save in here, and that it's working to a large degree in terms of the amount of deposits that are being brought in. But once again, I have to sit there and say, is this something that really develops a sense of savings in our nation? And once again, FDIC banks would not be able to do this type of situation, but could there be changes in legislation? So when we think about that and scratch our heads, is this really good for the savings quality of our nation? Is this a way to maybe prevent certain people from entering into other lotteries instead of just seeing the money go away, that essentially they can use it to save? But is this the type of culture that we want as part of our financial system, to really be able to develop this type of situation into a larger and larger savings mechanism? And based upon the interest rates that are offered to these people in this type of deposit, is it really fair to pay them a lower level of interest in order to take part in this particular program? Or does it begin in schools? Because one of the things talked about in the article is they're starting this as a school savings program. And once again, a lot of banks have forgone over time those school savings programs like I took part in as a young boy, in terms of taking those coins every week into school and having those savings accounts. Develops once again a sense of financial security as part of the education that every young person should go through. But from the standpoint of young people looking at that lottery and taking part in that lottery, is that really a good educational mechanism? And once again, I think it brings up a question in all of our minds in terms of how far this should go in terms of developing what they thought is looking like a new type of savings culture. The other thing that I wanted to mention, which was really a great experience, is that I was with Commerce Union Bank and Reliant Bank down in Tennessee this past week, and it was really great to see people that view our webcasts on a weekly basis enjoy what we put on, and that is such a wonderful thing to come into a meeting room of these two banks that are going through a merger here this fall, and to have a group of webcast fans all in the same room. So thank you for watching. And I think that when we look at these type of situations where community banks that are similar size are merging in order to gain efficiencies, that this could be a very much a strategy in terms of how we move forward and thrive into the next period of time, especially in this time of low interest rates. So looking at that strategy, I hope that everything works out for these two banks in terms of merging, because there's a sense of excitement among the management team and the ownership that this merger will thrive into the future. This is Jay Brew, co-chairman of Seafreedom Brew. Have a great week.